Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I kind of did like a chit chat, get ready with me. I wanted to play around with the new Saharan palette by Juvia's Place, and I just wanted to try a couple things that I hauled in my last haul video that I haven't really got to test out yet. I kind of just wanted to see how they all work, and yeah, I really enjoyed creating this look. And if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I forgot to turn my mic on again, but I was saying that I was watching the 13 Reasons Why show, and that's why I had like really bad dark circles under my eyes, because I was crying because that show is just like so intense and such a, you know, roller coaster. And I was saying that you should go watch it on Netflix, and if you haven't read the book, you should read the book. I usually don't cry, which is crazy, but that show literally made me cry so many times, and I watched it in the span of like a day, less than 24 hours. Since my mic was off, I used the Loreal Pro Glow Foundation. I used this like a ton when it first came out, and I just forgot how much I loved it. I mean, I still use it sometimes because it has like a full coverage and probably more of a medium coverage, and I just like the way it looks on my skin. And then I use the Tarte Shape Tape to cover up those dark circles. Do any of y'all have dogs and they just like lick, lick, lick? Because she's sitting over there just licking away. What are you doing? She's like 13, and she's a Yorkie poo, and a lot of her teeth were bad because when we first got her, when she was a puppy, she got hit by a car, and so a lot of her teeth had to come out because they got knocked out, and so some of them like have rotted over the years. And we were wondering why like she smelled so bad all the time, and we took her to the vet, and they said that like her teeth were like had rotted and they had to pull them out, so she doesn't have that much teeth left, so she constantly licks, like licks all the time, and it's just the sound like grosses me out. But I don't know if she has to I don't know why she does it. So I'm just taking, sorry I'm like not telling y'all what I'm doing. I'm taking the Koty Airspun like always. I was gonna use my RCMA, but I don't feel like digging into my drawers right now. So I want to use the new Juvia's Place Saharan palette. So that's what we're going to do today. But I kind of just want to do this like chit chat, get ready with me, just talk to you guys, because these are like my favorite types of videos to watch. And yeah. And I wanted to try some products maybe I haven't like tried on camera yet. But yeah, that is what we're going to do. I was going to do my eyes first, and I freaking didn't. Wow, I'm like so used to putting my foundation on first, but I wanted to do my eyes first today to make that like really sharp cat eye shape. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna use the new Saharan palette by Juvia's Place. Like I said, sorry I'm like all over the place in this video. I really wanted to do my eyes first, but that didn't happen. But I just got this in the mail this week. I decided to finally order it. It kept going out of stock, and then when it was in stock, like I added it to my cart, and then I was like, do I really need it? And then I'd forget about it, and then it got out of stock. So when it came back in stock again a couple weeks ago, I decided to go ahead and pick it up because I was like, why not? Plus, I really wanted to use the pinks. I just think they look really pretty, and I think it would be a fun, like, springy look, like with the pinks. And I don't know, I just think this palette like has some really good shades. Like, I could use all of the shades in here. The only one that like maybe I wouldn't use like on a regular basis is like this blue, but like everything else I would definitely use like on a regular basis. I have this palette by them, the Masquerade palette, and I have like the mini ones, because the bigger one was out of stock. But I was like, I mean, I'm never going to go through all of this anyway, so I picked up this one, and I love this palette. I mostly use those colors, but hey, if I want to use some color, I have it. So I knew the quality was good, so I was like, why not go ahead and pick it up. So we're going to start, I'm just going to use this palette today. So let's go in with this Catsina, I think that's what that said. We're going to go in with that shade right there. Just for our transition shade, I'm going to be taking this on my R38 brush by Morphe. And we're just going to put this in our crease as our transition shade, like I said, going from outer corner to inner corner. But I was so excited when I got that palette. Like I said, I wasn't sure at first, but then I was like, yes. Oh my gosh, are you guys so excited for the Jeffree Star and Manny palette? I'm totally getting that. That looks so bomb, and I don't really have a lot of Jeffree Star products, so So I thought, you know, it was a good way to try out his liquid lipsticks and a highlighter because it's going to be with the Manny stuff. And I love the packaging of it. The moon and the stars together. I think that's so like cool. I love how they just combine their logos together. I thought that was really cool. And yeah, I just want to try it out. And then the Carly Bible palette. I think it's going on pre-sale today. Okay, so I'm taking the Jamila. This just burnt orange shade right here. Jamila. You know, they have some crazy names. I don't know how to pronounce some of these. But I'm still taking the same brush and we're just putting this a little bit lower in the crease. But yeah, so I'm super excited for both of those launches. And then I'm like so ready for Jaclyn Hill and Morphe to launch their palette because I was so excited when she was swatching them. She swatched that first gold shade like a couple months ago and I was like sold because, I don't know, it just looked so pretty and we like similar eyeshadow shades, I feel. And I like Morphe palettes. I know some people like say some of them are like, you know, different consistency, and I do agree with that, but all the ones I have worked perfectly fine for me. You guys, I graduate in like a month, maybe, yeah, in a month, and I'm like so excited. I really want to go to Nashville, so if any of you guys like know anywhere to go there, I've asked my cousin because she lives close there, and like I've looked up like travel diaries on it, and I found some really cool spots. But if you live in Nashville or been there before and know like cool things to do, let me know because I'm thinking about going there after I graduate just because I've never been there and it looks really fun. Okay, so the next shadow we're going in with is Sokoto. I gotta learn how to pronounce these things. I think they're like Egyptian names because it has like the, I don't know. But I really like Juvia's place if you've never tried any of their stuff. And like Nikki Tutorials has a code to get money off, so if you want to use it, I think it's like 30, no, it's not 30%. Maybe it's like 10%, I don't know, but you do get $7 off. And these palettes are pretty inexpensive to begin with. They're like, I don't know, 22, 28. They're not that bad, and the pigment of these is unreal, and I really like them. I'm using a, what is this? It's some type of Morphe brush, but that rubbed the thing off, but it's like the 443 kind of. I think it is a 443. So this is like a neon shade. I didn't realize how intense pink that was gonna be, but that is what we're working with today. Now I'm just gonna take this Morphe E27 brush and just blend that out. Okay, so I'm going to take the NYX glitter glue just to like intensify the shimmers. They're already really pigmented, but just to make them stay on, make sure they don't go anywhere, I'm going to take this NYX glitter glue and just pat this on both of the inner parts of my eye. I'm going to take this Bonnaroo shade. It's just like a rosy, just like a rosy pink shade, and we're going to start packing this on the lid, and I'm just using like this flat brush. I'm not sure where it's from. It's probably from like Walmart or something. So just like a flat little brush, and just start packing that on the lid. Oh my gosh, so our store finally got our Morphe brushes, so that's super exciting that we can start carrying Morphe. They're sold out of like all of their eye palettes online for like wholesale, so we can't order those right now, so I'll be really excited when we can get those in store, but it's still exciting that we can sell the brushes because like a lot of people know what Morphe is nowadays, so it's so cool to like be like, oh yeah, we can buy them in store now. So that's awesome because I don't know any stores that carry Morphe, so I was so excited when our little boutique, you know, got accepted for the wholesale program. So I'm taking Fula. Man, these are some crazy names. I'm taking Fula right here. Can y'all see that? Yeah. And I'm still just taking that same brush. I just sprayed it with some Milani setting spray. And we're just gonna pack this on the inner part of the lid, kind of blending it in, letting it like fade into the darker pink. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, so the only shade that we're not going to use from that palette is, they don't have like a matte white shade, and I think that's what I want to highlight my brow bone with. Let's just take this little Urban Decay brush I always use and Vanilla Bean by Makeup Geek and just pop that underneath. So let's just take this brush. I always use the Morphe M169 brush, and let's mix Katsina. I cannot pronounce these. Katsina and Jamelia together, and smoke these out on the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna mix this shade, which is Singal and Would-A-Be, these two like goldy shades. I think I'm gonna mix them together and put them in the inner corner. Hopefully it doesn't look bad. I think I actually really like that. I don't know, I just kind of want to test like the most shades I could from this palette. I think it looks cool. Okay, so the lashes are still drying, but I wanted to let y'all know that for my brows I use the L'Oreal Brow Definer. I've talked about this many times. It's just a good dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I've still been using it. And then I just put on some liner and did my brows like I just said. So today I'm going to try to do that new bronzer I bought, but for contour I'm going to take my NARS Laguna bronzer and this Morphe M530 brush. I just recently got this and I've been using it for contour lately. So for the bronzer and the blush, I'm going to be using that Aqua bronzer that I hauled in my haul a couple videos ago. I haven't used it since I just swatched it in that video and I haven't used it. So I'm going to try it out today. So let's just take it on this stipple brush maybe and see. Okay, so I do really like the color of that. I think it looks really nice and not too orangey or anything. I thought it was going to be a little orangey. And then I'm going to use that blush as well. I don't really go for these like really pinky tones, but I think it's going to go perfect with the eyes. So why not? And these are more of like a creamy texture, but they seem to be going on fine like powders. So I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheeks like always. And this is a Morphe E4 brush. Since we are doing that more pinky vibe and I haven't tried this highlighter yet, should we try the pinky one from WetnWild? The Sweetest Bling. It's like this pink shift-ish, like holographic. And I kind of want to try it. So let's take this on a Morphe M510 brush and just see. Whoa, that was really pigmented. So I think I'm going to mix a little bit of the Holmes palette, the middle shade, just to make it a little bit more wearable. And then for lips, let's do this Essence Lip Liner in Cute Pink. I need to go get some more of these, but my Ulta like sucks. And it looks like I'm going to be using the Jouer Liquid Lipstick in Pétale de Rose. I can't speak French, so sorry. But I really like this shade. I think it'll go really well with this look. And these smell like vanilla goodness. Like, these are probably one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. Okay, let's just set the face with the Milani setting spray. And take my hair down. Oh my, it's a hot mess. Okay, you guys, so that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I had a really fun time creating this, and I just really wanted to play around with this Juvia's Place palette, you know, to see what kind of look I could create. And I really like this pinky tone look. I think it goes like with the palette pretty well. But yeah, I had really fun making this video. I love these chit chat get ready videos, and I really do think this is a good palette. You know what? Should we swatch it so you guys can kind of see? I'll swatch it for you guys and insert some swatches here so you can like see all the colors if you're interested in this palette. And I'll have a link down below. I don't know if it's it's still in stock. It might be, it goes in and out of stock all the time, so it's really popular right now. But they're actually coming out with another palette, the Saharan 2. So I'm excited to see what that's gonna look like. But I really recommend these palettes. I think these are awesome. Like, as you can tell, the pigment is amazing for the price you pay, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You get 12 shadows in this pan. Like, that's awesome. And these are big size pans. Like, let me show you. Let me compare it to like a Makeup Geek shadow. This is a Makeup Geek shadow. So you get a little bit more in the Juvia's Place palette. And again, this was like $28 something. But a lot of YouTubers have affiliate codes, like Nikki Tutorials, and I'm sure other people have them too. So you can save some money. But yeah, I really enjoyed creating this look for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it too. I love talking with you guys. And yeah, if you want to see more videos of mine, then don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!